Football has one rule that most people think they understand, but almost nobody can explain correctly. And that rule alone has changed the outcome of World Cup matches. Stick around, because in the next few minutes, you're going to understand every major rule of football. The kind of knowledge that makes you look like you've been watching your whole life. Let's start with the most basic thing, the goal. 2 teams, 11 players each, 1 ball. You win by getting that ball into the other team's net more times than they get it into yours. That's it. That's football. But here's what makes it interesting. You can only use your feet, your chest, your head, anything except your hands and arms. Well, almost anyone. There's one exception, the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is the only player allowed to use their hands, but only inside a special box near their own goal called the penalty area. The moment they step outside that box, hands are off limits, just like everyone else. Now here's where it gets fascinating. That rule about hands, it's more complicated than you think. If the ball accidentally hits your arm during a match, it might not be a foul. But if you score a goal and the ball touched your hand before it went in, even by accident, the goal gets canceled. Yes, even accidents count. In the 2022 World Cup, multiple goals were disallowed because the ball barely grazed a player's arm. We're talking millimeters, the kind of touch you wouldn't even feel. Football is ruthless like that. Now, let's talk about fouls. A foul is when a player does something illegal to stop an opponent, tripping them, pushing them, tackling them too aggressively. When that happens, the other team gets a free kick. Basically, a free shot at the ball from wherever the foul happened. But some fouls are worse than others. If a player commits a really dangerous or unsportsmanlike foul, the referee shows them a yellow card. That's a warning. 2 yellow cards, you're out of the game entirely. The worst fouls? Red card. Instant ejection. And your team has to finish the match with only 10 players. Imagine playing the last 30 minutes with 1 less teammate. That's a massive disadvantage, and it happens more often than you'd think. Now, offside. This is the rule almost everyone gets wrong. Here's the simple version. You cannot be standing closer to the opponent's goal than the ball and the second to last defender at the moment your teammate passes to you. Read that again. It sounds confusing, but here's a comparison that makes it click. Imagine you're playing hide and seek. Offside is like cheating by already being at home base before the countdown ends. You didn't earn your position. You just camped there waiting. Football doesn't allow that. You have to be in a legal position at the exact moment the ball is kicked toward you. The wild part? Sometimes the margin is less than an inch. Officials use special camera technology now to draw lines across the entire field and measure whether a single shoulder was too far forward. A shoulder, literally a shoulder, can cancel a goal. And finally, the penalty kick. If a foul happens inside that special box near the goal, the attacking team gets a penalty. 1 player, 1 shot, 12 yards from goal. Just them and the goalkeeper. Statistically, the penalty taker scores about 75% of the time. The goalkeeper is basically guessing which way to dive, and the entire stadium goes completely silent for about 3 seconds. That silence is one of the most intense moments in all of sport. So here's what you now know. Goals win games. Handballs cancel them. Fouls earn free kicks. Red cards remove players. Offside stops cheating. And penalties are the most nerve-wracking moment in football. You're not a beginner anymore. If this made football click for you, subscribe, because we break down the beautiful game in a way that actually makes sense.